Hello, everyone, and I'll be honest, y'all, I'll be jumping straight into this. And my friend group finding has been definitely a struggle. All right, this is like third update video about this online. It's been a big struggle because think of it mathematically. Um, I am a graph, and I'm trying to equalize to other people's graphs. I'm trying to solve the social equation, but I just can't seem to find the solutions. Like imagine this: 3x plus 5 equals 2x plus 4. When you struggle to find the solution to it, like if you can't find the solution point to it, if it's difficult to do, so I know the solution, there are probably solutions to that problem. But imagine like a social equation like that, but you just can't find the solutions. That's what's been happening to me, y'all. Like I've been trying to solve the social equation. I've been trying to find people that understand me. Friend groups that I go to, it's just not resonating. There's not enough understanding. Like you can go to any friend group and be accepted in, but it doesn't mean people will truly understand you. It doesn't mean people will truly resonate with you. And I'm not saying that the people in these friend groups are wrong. None of these people in these friend groups are inherently whether I'm talking about the social chains that fit, strict differing beliefs, biases, those surround them. All right? What I say is the environment that surrounds these people, that's what creates a lot of the tension and friction. All right, that's basically what I'm saying right there. The thing is, yo, these people are not bad by their state of nature. By their true people and true personality, they work on different axes of thought. They work on different topics that I may not be suited to just yet. Thing is, yo, I just want support. All right, my parents are complex enough. I'm not getting it in real life. Even then, like 2 days ago, while I was meeting this friend group during PE, um, they didn't. They were just kind of distracted on their phones. Like there was one nonchalant guy that was willing to talk, but he was too distracted listening to music. And to be honest, it was kind of a struggle. It was awkward, but still worth it because I know that group is distracted and I won't come back to them. But the thing is, though, thankfully we didn't get in any trouble. But that's the thing, though, when it comes to meeting these friend groups, again, different axes of thought, and again, the environment that surrounds them. Phone distractions, for example, and they're not wrong to be distracted on their phone. Maybe a lot, maybe they're texting someone, maybe they're doing this or that. The thing is, when it takes over the entire time, okay, now that becomes a problem in itself. But that's distracted. That friend group I won't be going back to. Even then, like one day ago, y'all, there was this girl. I'm gonna read this off of my script real quick. There was this girl, like as I was leaving, she looked like one of those girls that rejected me earlier in that one trinary friend group earlier. I'm not sure because these people look very similar to other friend groups that I was she did look like one of those girls that did end up rejecting me. I don't know if she was a completely different person or if she was actually the person. Alright. One part of me said that I should have interacted with her anyway. Like I should have went up to her. She might have been a completely different person. That might still be surprised, but I may have ended up actually talking to her. But then another says she might still be that actual person from that friend group. She might still be in that arbitrary mindset. She might still be in that mindset that I'm someone comfortable that. And understandably so, I didn't interact with her at all. But one part of me says that I really shouldn't. What I fear about this is that when I say this, y'all, is that any person that looks similar to the friend groups that I rejected from, what if I end up applying this same belief to them? What if I end up not interacting with them because they look like someone that rejected me from a friend group? That's what I'm fearing for, and I call these the social chains, right? What I mean by that, y'all, is that the very people who look like the friends that I've formerly been in, if they're stuck to, what if I apply that same judgment to them, even though they're new people? They could be new people entirely. That's the risk that I really have. I'm just hoping, but I wish I did interact with that girl like one day ago. I cannot believe I already have regrets, but I really should, to be honest. What I'm beginning to realize, y'all, is that it's not that I am a bad person, even though I still have flaws because I'm still human. The environment around me, I would blame that. I blame society for enabling this type of high school culture. And definitely, I blame people for being short sighted when you think about that. Then I blame myself for not finding enough solutions, all right, because it's still kind of difficult. Stuff like this just really takes time. And the reason that I also say this is that I'm like the last state of myself before I end up collapsing into a cold version of me that believes I don't need people, that believes that I am completely self sufficient. Like, I don't want to become that version of myself. Like, I want to retain the personality of me, not the version that thinks that they're cold, distant, that they don't need anyone. Truth is, I still need people. I can still generate my own warmth, but I need to share this warmth with other people. But it is a struggle trying to find people who are willing to reciprocate this warmth back to me. That's why I don't want to collapse into a version of me that's cold. I'm like this last state, like a neutron star in space for my space fans. The last known state of personhood before we end up collapsing into someone who thinks that they're self-sufficient. I don't want to be that person, y'all. And what I'm beginning to realize, y'all, is that don't worry, I'm reading off of a script. Is that a lot of people have these social chains. A lot of people fear meeting new people, but these are the very same chains that prevent growth. These are the very same chains that keep people static with the same group for 4 years. One part of me thought that maybe I should have stayed with that friend group even though they disbanded. But the truth is, I would have never had the choice in the first place. What if, that friend group didn't What if one of the girls that I was talking to genuinely reciprocated back instead of staying silent all the time? What if? Wouldn't that mean I'd end up becoming that same static person for 4 years? But, I mean, that's definitely a paradox right there. I wish my first friend group, I really wished that isolated girl that I used to talk to actually reciprocated back to me. But then it also raises an interesting paradox. Because if everyone else is stuck in their own static friend groups, afraid to talk to other girls and boys, afraid to do this or that, then wouldn't that shockingly and paradoxically mean that I am one of the closest people to actually getting while dating? Even though dating isn't my exact goal right now, like I wouldn't mind getting a girlfriend right now, but wouldn't it put me out of position? Because we're exploring many places, we're exploring so many friend groups, then that means finding a girlfriend, if you put that as our main mission now, that'll be much easier because think about it like this. If you're in a static friend group and you're trying to find a girlfriend within that, that's like looking for a rubber ball just in the kitchen of a house. But when you look everywhere, then if you look at the whole house, that means you search all the way and everywhere, you're most likely to find a rubber ball hanging all around the house. So definitely the same thing with here. is that paradoxically, I am the closest to actually getting into a relationship compared to people who stay static with their own friend groups. But paradoxically, that means if I don't actually find what I'm looking for, then I might end up actually going everywhere all at once and not finding where I am. Eventually, y'all, I will actually have to find and settle into a friend group, find people that I'm in, and then some. The romance, all that comes after. I wouldn't mind finding a girlfriend now. But paradoxically, yes. But if when we talk about the girlfriend department like that, I guess you could say I am someone that is worth dating. It's definitely intrinsic rights. I say this, y'all, is that this is because John Locke, enlightenment philosopher, everybody has intrinsic rights. Everybody has worth. So that means for me, I do believe that I am a person worth dating. Right? Even though dating isn't exactly the goal, like I wouldn't mind getting the GF by now, but I know that inside who I am as a person, I am someone that is worth dating. And what I'm beginning to realize from these chains is that in order to complete this pathway and then other things such as finding friend groups, is that I must break these social chains. I must break the fear of hesitancy. I must break the fear of bias. I must break the fear of being afraid because that is not going to lead me anywhere. So that's what I'm going to do, and I hope I end up being successful. But I know that staying in a friend group, staying static in the same place for 4 years straight, even when they don't understand me, that's much more worse than looking around.